All right, man. I heard that Jermall Charlo, excuse me, real quick. My bad. I heard that Jermall Charlo and Jose Benavidez is going to be a non-title fight. Now, apparently, they officially announced it uh, for the Benavidez and Andrade undercard, and I'll get into that and we get into the particulars about that. So they announced it 3 weeks before the fight. I mean, typical PBC Showtime shit. I wonder why Showtime didn't have no success in boxing. And the question is, did Showtime have success anywhere else in the industry? Like, who really was subscribing to Showtime? You know what I'm saying? That's the $1,000,000 question. You know, who literally was subscribing to Showtime? Riddle me that. Riddle me that. Who was literally out here subscribing to Showtime? Because you can get a Fire Stick and I can show you how to stream all that shit without paying none of that subscription. No cap. But apparently, you know, him and Jose Benavidez going to have a non-title fight. You know, and I don't know if it's going to be at a catch weight, right? This is what it was told to me. I'm just calling it a rumor. You know, but it's supposed to be a non-title fight. It's supposed to be a non-title fight. So it won't even be for a title. And the explanation they gave me kind of was like, yo, really? Really? You know, but I'll tell y'all that right now. So I got this when I woke up overnight, you know. One of my plugs, they do the West Coast thing. So it says Charlo not putting a title on the line versus Benavidez because he's fighting Canelo next year in May. So I don't know what they got to do with putting a title up, right? So I don't understand what they got to do with putting the title up. Okay. I don't understand that. I don't understand what they got to do with putting the title up. So, but apparently his title ain't gonna be on the line. So I'm gonna tell you what it sounds like to me. It sounds like Charlo can't get down to 160. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like Charlo can't get down to 160. That's exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like Charlo can't get back to down to 160. So they're gonna do it at a catchweight. They're gonna cash him out in May. So Charlo, if that's true, right? You know, that means Charlo will be back on Showtime, like it or not. Because Showtime will be showcasing Canelo's next 2 fights because he has a network deal. But then again, you got another little midget going around here from Baltimore saying he the face of boxing, but didn't have a network deal with Showtime. You know, when Mayweather was fighting and he was worth something, HBO gave him a network deal. Showtime gave him a network deal. Right? Can't say the same about Canelo. You know, Canelo has network deals. He's the face of boxing. Like it or not. You can't say you the face of boxing and on network don't see no value in you. Sugar Tank Davis don't have no value because his numbers ain't real. Kept telling y'all that. A lot of this end up being common sense. But back to Charlo, I mean, if I had to guess, because because he's gonna fight Canelo. If I had to guess, either they wouldn't sanction the Jose Benavidez Jr. Fight for Canelo Alvarez for Jermall Charlo, or he can't get back down to 160. You know, or he can't get back down to 160. You know, those are my best guesses. I try to read between the lines. Or he can't get back down to 160. So at this point, it's pick your poison. So and then now people is gonna be saying that uh people gonna be saying that he need to be stripped now more than ever. And yeah, I don't know why these dudes like to hold people careers up, knowing that you can't make the weight, or knowing that it's this, that, and the third, or whatever situation gonna be, or I'm not gonna fight, or I'm gonna be out a while. Why you want to hold the division up? Get the damn title up. Get a title up. I literally don't understand why these dudes sit here and they hold the title captive. You know, I don't get that. Get a title up. Get a damn title up. I don't get that. You know, you know, but it's my opinion on it. My opinion. So apparently he ain't the title won't be on the line, by the way, again. And then they announced the undercard, right? What, 3 weeks? 3 weeks before the fight, they announced the undercard. And I'm gonna get to that shortly. You can't make this up, bro. They want to know why. They want to wonder why they didn't have success. You know what I'm saying? They want to wonder why they didn't have success. The marketing was trash, and then at the end of the day, they was announcing fights at the last minute. That's the crazy thing about it. They was announcing fights at the last minute. And he held this title for over 2 years. You know what I'm saying? He held this title over 2 years. And then he gonna come back and he can't even make the weight. And we figured that he could make the weight. This dude was out here doing drugs allegedly. This dude was not active. You know what I'm saying? And now, he trying to come back and stuff. Like the older you get, you just can't turn that switch on like you think you can. That's what people think. You could just turn the switch on and you could turn the switch on and you good. You get in your 30s, you ain't old, but you ain't 20s no more where you could just get out there and burn the fat. And most people when they dealing with stress, they turn to drugs. They turn to some type of release. And is that weak? Absolutely. You weak for that. But I do understand everybody is not strong mentally to get through stress, through solitary and through self-improvement and through working out, especially when you work out for a living. Or find another outlet, find reading, build yourself. Everybody want the easy way out. People want to be around people. You can see he had a lot of red flags. He going through stress. He got a lot of people around him, using them, asking to drive his cars. He talking about where the psychedelics and shit at. He getting on live drunk all the time. I mean, that's what happened when you go through breakups and divorce and shit like that. And a lot of times it's self-inflicted. So, I would just, this is my assumption. I would be on the side of, right? I would be on the side of this dude can't get down to 160. And he should immediately give up the title. Let Carlos Adames have his title. Let's go see if they want to if they serious about making let's see if they serious about making what's the other dude's name? Jenna big fight. See if they can make the Jenna big fight and go from there. And go from there. It ain't no point to hold this man career up. There's no point. But it is what it is. Um, but but apparently it's a non-title fight. That's the rumor. That's what I'm hearing. Um, so take it how you want to take it. But it's a non-title fight. So Benavidez only get a shot at title. Now they could have just said we ain't sanctioning Benavidez because he don't deserve a title fight, and that could be the case. That definitely could be the case. They could just be like, well, we ain't sanctioning dog. So that could be the case. But let's look at the undercard. So undefeated middleweight champion Jermall Charlo faced Benavidez in a 10-round non-title WBC special event, co-main event. So since it ain't for a title, it's a special WBC event, right? It says on Saturday, November 25th at the Michelob at the Melon Bay. It said the pay-per-view also see hard-hitting IBF 140-pound world titleist Sabril Matias against unbeaten Shanjan Ashkaval, whatever that is. All right. Also, Hector Luis Garcia will fight top-ranked mandatory Lamont Roach. That's your card right then and there. So, I mean, it's always good to see a Sabril Matias. The intrigue about what Charlo look coming back. So we'll see, man. But hey, check out the Boxing News playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Don't forget, check out my new channel right here on YouTube, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. That link's in the link tree and in the description as well. But other than that, man, I appreciate y'all for supporting the channels. Appreciate y'all for, holding it down for your boy. Share it with somebody. Peace.